Hey there, welcome to my channel where females learn about their bodies and optimize their health. Today we are going to be talking about the hygiene, and these are ways of staying super fresh and clean down there. I'm going to be telling you things to do, things also not to do, and I'm also going to be giving you serious FBI training, so in case there's a problem down there, you're able to catch it very fast. Now, why is it so important for you to know how to stay clean down there? Number one, it reduces your risk of infections. And if you've been thinking infections are not a big deal, they are a big deal, because any infection that has to do with the female reproductive system can actually result in reducing your chances of getting pregnant in future. Yes, there's some infections that can cause long-term infertility. So if you have the right habits, you can keep all this wahala at bay. Then also you can improve your sex life. There's no one who wants to be sexually active with someone who has fishy vaginal smell, and trust me, fishy vaginal smell has nothing to do with cleanliness. Not everybody that has that particular problem is not clean. No matter how clean you are, if you have some particular infections, that will predispose you to that. Also, you can be so uncomfortable having sex when you're itchy or when you have pains down there. So with the right habits, you can keep all this wahala at bay. Now, last but not the least, taking care of yourself down there is a huge part of self-love. You cannot say you love yourself, you cannot say you care for yourself if you do not take care of yourself, if you're not clean down there, and if you don't keep all these problems away. So if you're all for self-love, please just hit the like button right now. So we're going to be going into the things you need to know, and number one on our list of 5 is breathable underwear. No matter how clean you are, if air cannot pass through your underwear, moisture is going to build up down there. And guess what bacteria and fungi love? They love moisture. So if there's too much moisture around this area, you're going to have increased risk of infection. So when buying an underwear, ensure that air can pass through this. So a good example of the kind of underwear you should start buying are cotton underwear, lace underwears, because they allow a lot of air to pass through. This is so important, especially in Nigeria where everything is just so hot. The sun has decided to come out and live his best life. So if you know that you're a person that is not living an air-conditioned house to an air-conditioned car to an air-conditioned workplace, ensure that air can pass through your underwears very, very well. So talking more about breathability, dry vulva is key. Moisture and things that cause infections are BFFs. Every form of bacteria, every form of fungi that is going to come to that area, your vulva area, and cause infections love moisture. But panty liners actually absorb moisture and keep you super dry down there. So they're kind of like sanitary pads, but they're smaller and they're very, very comfortable. You wouldn't even know you're wearing anything. So if you can invest in panty liners, that would be a very, very great way to keep the moisture away and stay super dry down there, and that will reduce your risk of infection. Then thirdly, this is something I don't want you to forget. Clean your vulva, not your vagina. Clean your vulva, which is on the outside, and leave your vagina on the inside alone. And this is so important for you to teach young girls around you, girls who are just learning how to shower or take care of themselves for the first time. Let them not put their hands inside to clean anything. I would link my video on the vagina here, because I already talked about all the drama going on in that area. But just for a quick recap, I want you to know that in your vagina there are so many bacteria and fungi that are living in harmony. The moment any female inserts a finger or inserts anything into the vagina to clean, you're going to scatter that environment, and that can lead to invasion by bad bacteria. That can lead to a lot of infections, and we do not want this. So make sure that you leave your vagina alone. Your vagina is a big girl. She already cleans herself. I told you, do not put your hand into your vagina to clean anything, but you can clean the outside, which is the vulva. So the fourth on our 5-point list is turning wiping into a meditation. I want you to start consciously monitoring how you clean up after using the toilet. In my vulva video, we looked at how close the vulva is to the anus, so I'm going to link that video here as well, so in case you've not watched it. So when you use the toilet, a large percentage of the feces and the waste that comes out is actually made of bacteria. Those bacteria will not cause any wahala when they're coming out from your anus, but if for any reason they find their way to your vulva area or to your vagina, there's going to be a serious problem, and they can cause serious infections, and we do not want that. So it's so important also when you're teaching small children who are just learning to clean up for the first time, small girls and all that, teach them to make sure they wipe from the front to the back. So they're moving the tissue paper from the front to the back, not from the back to the front, because that wiping motion from the back to the front can introduce some very, very bad bacteria to that area, and that will predispose them to infections. And like I said, we do not want that. Now, the fifth in our list is stay hydrated. And before you vex and start saying everything, they'll say drink water. If I have pimples, drink water. If they break my heart, drink water. That's not what I'm talking about. And I'll explain to you why it's so important for you to drink water. Your body prioritizes, and it carries the water in your body and gives it to very important areas. Your body will first of all give water to the brain, then to the kidney, then to the skin, especially in this country that everywhere is hot, before it starts thinking of your vagina. So if you do not have enough water in your body is not going to send any water to your vagina. And as we know, we do not wash our vagina. Your vagina cleans itself. So the more you drink water, you're giving your body enough water to be able to take it to all the vital organs and still have enough to push to your vagina for your vagina to be able to clean itself out. And when your vagina is clean itself out, that's actually what you see on the outside as vaginal discharge. So no matter how tough life gets, I beg, just grab your water bottle, grab your pure water, anyone that's available to you, to just make sure that there's enough water in your body available for your vagina to have enough to shower. So yeah, I want you to understand that your underwears are very important. Let them be breathable. Ensure you can invest in good panty liners. It's so important. Leave your vagina alone and you can clean your vulva. And also ensure you turn wiping after using the toilet into a meditation. Wipe from the front to the back. Don't wipe from the back to the front, or from the front to the back. And also stay hydrated and drink. If you have any habits that you think will reduce the risk of infection, you can go ahead and share it in the comment section. I want you to like this video if you've learned anything today. And the next thing we're going to be exploring is to not do list, because there are so many habits in this Nigeria that people think is normal, but it's actually not normal. So those are the things we're going to be exploring. So I want you to look out for that, because I'm going to be shaking some tables, some cultures that your mothers have passed down. We're going to be stopping them in the next video. So make sure you share with your friends so they can also get the right habits to avoid and put away all these infections and to stay super fresh and clean down there. So see you on my next video. Bye.